Blech. This is it, gamers. We're finally doing a stream. Oh. It only took 5 years. And it's at like 5 in the morning, so no one's gonna be here. There we go. Hey, gamers. I forgot that I don't... no, we're good. We're good. Something related to my streaming stuff, but we're okay. What up, Sushi Squad? It's been a while, gamers. It's been a while. Too long, in fact. Ignore my Ice Age. Shh. We won't talk about that. But I know what's going on, okay? That's all I'll say. Let's do... What do we want to do today? I didn't really go into this with a game plan, honestly speaking. I just wanted to stream and just chill with you guys. I mean, if we use like another character, we could go for a gunslinger, try to get a crystal whatever, a crystal gun, but at the same time, it's like, I guess we can just do normal farming, get our tomes done, right? Yeah, totally. You remember talking about toffee on Discord? Dude, I always talk about coffee. I'm stuck at total mastery at 749. Oh, I know. It becomes pretty crazy up to those tiers. I just want more normal Trove mastery because I just want to see the turret tiger, man. Like, all the other mounts are moddable. The turret tiger is a unique model that is, as far as I know, only in mastery. So we can't actually see what that thing looks like. So give it to me is basically what I'm saying. Now the lag so far is not, I don't know, it's not as bad. We're just on the live server today. Not really gonna do anything test server wise. There hasn't really been any big updates on the test server other than just more like grind delves, and it's like Oren saying that he can only get more mastery from badges. Oh, I know. I know, man. That's pretty much all I'm missing. Like, everyone's always like on my ass lately about like, oh, why don't you try to get like top mastery again? It's like, I can't. All that I need is like time gated garbage, like rampage badges or like grinding leviathans and stuff. And it's like, I mean, I'm trying to grind more leviathans, but there's not much you can do. Is Boomerang remainable? Not really. Unfortunately, he's not like awful, but the biggest thing is that he's got knockback on his abilities, and it makes him unplayable late game because you'll literally be knocking the bosses away. It's one of the Yara characters that hasn't been like actually fixed. Delves has a long way to go. Is that a pun because of how deep it is? Oh, no, I completely agree. Delves is getting there. It's not awful, but it's not great. I've seen a lot of you guys in the comments as well not really enjoying the idea of delves versus shadow towers, and I kind of agree to a degree, but I was never really the biggest fan of shadow towers, but I'm not really 100% sold on delves yet. Like, when I think about shadow towers and how much I loathe them, it's like because I've done like thousands of shadow tower runs versus doing thousands of delve runs would probably get old pretty quick. Outside of the fact that it's at least got all of the biomes and stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens when it goes to the live server. There's a lot of new things you can get out of the delves. Like, at least they're trying to add like tons and tons of items and shit. That'll end up making it a little bit more exciting. Should I main Shadowhunter or Neon Ninja? That's entirely up to you, but I still distinctly remember back when I main Shadowhunter, I literally just, you can main Shadowhunter and then you swap your gems over to Neon Ninja and you're just better. Like, he's just stronger. Like, outright, dude. Man. That's old news, Boza. Yeah, we broke up a long time ago, man. We tried to move from like a long distance relationship, and then it just, long story short, it just didn't really work out. She didn't really know how to deal. Disappointing, but I mean, it worked out for the best because Mariko is awesome. Gimme. My god, why is this game getting laggier the more I play it? Usually it gets less laggy the more you're in a world. It's very strange. Yeah, Orin is absolutely right. Like, in all honesty, guys, main whatever character you enjoy, because otherwise you're going to end up forcing yourself to use a character you don't want just because it's powerful. And that's just not the way to play this game. Like, you'll end up getting bored and you'll end up quitting. It's like, I don't like Ice, or not Ice Age. It's like, I don't like Fae Trickster at all. Like, if I hate that character. I hated leveling it up to level 30 and everything. There's people that like that class. I don't know why, but that's the whole point, is go ahead and play the class that you like, man. Oh, hey, Shadow Cookie. No. Trove good. Trove good game. Game and go slowly, saving it. Dino Tamer OP. Yeah, with all your health regen, Nokia. I have all the characters, don't know who to play because I like the game and all the classes in general. Whoopsie daisy, I gotta get this. Well, I mean, then it's entirely up to your playstyle. Like, more than likely, just go for a movement speed character, something that's efficient. Like, I love Shadowhunter, I sincerely do, but nope. He's just not fast enough, man. That's why I've been settling for Vanguard lately. Even though Neon Ninja is faster, obviously, but Neon Ninja is kind of boring. Gameplay wise, just always has been for me. And then on top of it, like, you see how laggy it is right now. Imagine doing a Neo Ninja like rage speed build in this. Like, I can barely even just get into the dungeons normally. Like, WTF, man. What the heck? There's something wrong with me. I'm watching the stream at 5 a.m. No, there's something wrong with me that I'm streaming at 5 a.m. That's the real kicker. Especially, like, hello, why am I streaming Trove right now? Animal Crossing just had the daily reset. I am sincerely addicted to that game. I do have more episodes on that game for those of you that are interested. But it's, maybe I'll have one of those go up today after this stream ends up finishing processing. But I probably just gotta do this stream and then, like, upload and go to bed. Even though I'm not necessarily tired. But we're having, like, a big family dinner and stuff, so I gotta actually be awake. Is Explosive Epilogue or Cubic Curtain better on Draco? Explosive Epilogue on Draco? Explosive Epilogue only works with ranged characters. I don't think Draco counts as ranged. If it did, that would actually be pretty insane. But it's kind of weird. Complete Resident Evil 3 on Inferno? What is that? Is that like the hardest mode or something? In which case, I have no interest. I've realized too, I think the reason, like, for those of you that don't know, like, when I'm playing through Resident Evil, I keep on referencing how, like, everybody says this game's so short, and then it just doesn't want to fucking end. I think it's because people are comparing the Resident Evil 2 campaign, where you play as two different characters. They're comparing that as, oh, this is one lengthy campaign, versus RE3, where it's like, to me, I only played through the campaign once in RE2, because otherwise it was just more of the same. Thoughts on Dino Tamer? Yeah, you can use him. He's a great character to main. Oh my god! Ugh! What does Lunar Lancer do best? What do you mean? Lunar Lancer is a really good speed character. What the? Look at that guy. He's just chilling up there. He's waiting for me, JoJo style. Are you approaching me? Yes. Yes, I am. I have to approach you to be able to kick your ass. Oh. He exploded just because of my air. I guess I used the world. See, I know all this JoJo stuff. I watched JoJo before it was a meme. I love when people like try to do stuff like that, and it's like, I mean, to be fair, I did watch JoJo just because like everyone was talking about how good it was. Oh, did you guys hear they're actually making a live action One Punch Man? And it's got like, oh, what is it? It's like the script writer from Venom and the director of it was something else. It's like actually a really good combo of people. So it should end up being like really, really funny. But yeah. They're making a One Punch Man game. Dude, that already came out. But you probably play as all the side characters. Like, that was the thing that was so good about the first season of One Punch Man. Was, the fact that they used the side characters to kind of instigate all the drama and crap. And then he'd show up and just, like, one-shot them. But then season 2 sucked because that was the entire formula, is they kept trying to force these side characters you didn't care about, and Saitama just shows up like for 2 seconds of screen time, bam, it's dead, and it's like, well, this isn't fun. And then it ended on a cliffhanger for no reason. Help! Venom was less dark than I expected. Yeah, I like the Venom movie though, but I love Tom Hardy. There's not much that he can do wrong in my eyes. I liked how fun Venom was. I didn't really care for, what's his name? The generic symbiote enemy. It was kind of like, okay. I feel like what Venom was missing was either going more violent or more comedy. It was kind of like, went through the middle, you know? Venom 2 delayed. I don't blame it. Like, everything's getting delayed, dude. People can't work on anything. Like the last 007 movie, as far as I know, is finished. Outside like a couple extra scenes, but they haven't been able to film anything just because quarantine and shit. I know. Season 2 of One Punch Man was, ugh. Let's not talk about it. Not to mention the wolf bad guy. Like, I know they keep trying to lead him up as like a big bad guy. And then he like casually runs into Saitama and Saitama just kicks his butt every time. Which at least that was cool, but it like needed more of that, you know? But here we're sitting and judging a comedy anime, so. Oh yeah. Oh hey Aaron Wolf. Damn dude. Yeah, it's been a while since I saw your username. What's up? What's the name of the Vanguard costume? Ignis Draco Lich. It's from the adventuring lockboxes, the ones that you get daily. People are gonna do more anime. What? Yeah, I guess people are probably like binge watching shit as well. Animal Crossing, have you guys seen, like, my god. I knew that, like, I always knew that game was gonna be popular, even though I never understood. I was like, oh, this is just like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley, but it's like, I'm not really the biggest fan of those types of games, but my god, Animal Crossing is such a good game. So obviously it was gonna be popular, but due to all this quarantine shit, like, no doubt it is helping that game sell like hotcakes. Animal Crossing is like the single most selling console game in history within its first week of release. I don't blame it because, I mean, especially with all this quarantine stuff, for those of you that don't play Animal Crossing, it's mostly a single player experience, obviously, but it does like a community very well. Like you can send people postcards and gifts and go visit their island, and you can exchange items and stuff. It's really, really cool. Oh, am I in hide mode? Yeah, I am. I was in hide mode because we were fighting levies earlier. And now I'm just in hide mode because I forgot and because it's way too laggy. Like, look at this. If I come out of hide mode, I just... Did you watch JJBA Golden 1? That just makes me think of basketball. I don't know what that means. JJBA? I don't know. I'm sorry. Running with blocks under your feet. This is Gonda. It's an item that you get out of Troves of Wonder, which... Good luck. You find, and you can't buy it on the market because, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Ridiculous. If you guys are wondering about my Flux, don't think too much into it. I literally just bought a bunch of credit pouches and sold them to prepare for when the Delves update comes out, so that I can max out my vacuum and shit. Yeah, I mean, so you're in Italy. Hello, and good luck with everything going on. Stay strong, man. Fucking Canada, man. Like, we had like a couple weeks of quarantine and now they're already like talking about opening the mall again. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you idiots. It's not like it magically went away, you know? So stupid. Such ignorance, you know? Like, that's the biggest thing that I don't know about you guys, but the biggest thing I noticed about like this virus stuff is, it's like, generally speaking, you know, I'm very optimistic when it comes to people, right? But this virus has just shown like how fucking stupid people are. Like, it's just, oh my god. Also, Jan, I'm very curious, but here's the thing. I've noticed that a lot of people who say that they don't like JoJo pretty much just started with the first season and then were just like, this is boring. And I get it. I completely agree. JoJo starts out terrible, but it just suddenly goes whoop and it just changes. It's like One Punch Man level of comedy just suddenly. It's weird because it's like season 1 JoJo, they refer to, like, people refer to it as having parts rather than seasons. So part 2 is the second part of season 1 where it takes over from his nephew or something like that, or his great grandson or some shit. Like, the first part of season 1 is like extremely try hard and lame, and then part 2 is just hilarious. That's my favorite part. And then of course season 2 starts with all of the stands and, you know, the world and Dio and all that other stuff, which it's pretty epic up until JoJo ends up beating Dio, and then it just kind of keeps going, and I stopped watching it because it's just copy and paste characters. It's franchising. La Casa de Papel. I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. What the? Oh, there's like a dungeon here, but I don't even know what's happening. Look, guys. It's the orb. The orb of Ragnu. I must destroy it. JoJo's just an anime. Don't worry about it. I'm not like some big anime nut, you guys. Like, I watched anime like in my edgy or teen years. I don't watch much anime anymore. There was one that Mariko and I watched recently. It was like Cells at Work. That one started out okay, got really boring. And then there was, oh, what was it? It was like called Game Over or something. It was another one that was on Netflix where like this, it's like these two gamers get sucked into like a video game world, and they're just like so OP. It's hilarious because they like, I don't know, it's like they start out like playing an MMO and they're playing like multiple accounts and like beating other clans and stuff, and it starts out really funny, and then it kind of gets a little serious, and then it starts being funny again. I mean, for me, it's like as soon as anime starts taking itself seriously, I just don't give a shit anymore. Like, I like when it's lighthearted. Otherwise I don't have the patience. It's like, oh, here's the same old generic characters from every other anime. What's the gimmick this time? Because that's what most of anime is. Like, most anime is shit. It's just main character, girl that's his lifelong friend who has the hots for him, but he doesn't know it and doesn't really care. Some other girl that's really, really lame. You know, the anime hierarchy. It's all the same shit. Or if it's a more serious one, it's just, I'm the main character and I don't care about anyone but myself. Why are we talking so much about anime? This is the world we live in right now. Oh, God. I see you haven't watched Magi Madoko Magica. No, of course not. I don't know what the fuck that is. Dude, I'm like a normal guy, all right? I'm not some try-hard anime freak. Like, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z. I watched Death Note. That's probably pretty much it. I don't know. I kind of just watched like the big popular ones. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That was such a good anime. Like, seriously. There's two versions of Full Metal Alchemist. One of them, the anime got ahead of the manga, and the story just sucks. And then they ended up redoing the entire series again once the manga was actually finished. So the ending was like way cooler and everything. That one was really good. Didn't New Evangelion come out as well? Not that I was like super big into that, but that's actually a really good, very dark but very good series that I think a lot of people that have watched it have, you know, been able to appreciate, because it's like the characters are just written so insanely well, where they're all like kids that control giant mechs that have to destroy these creatures that are destroying the world type of thing. But the whole thing that's cool about the anime is that most of it isn't really focused on the fighting. It's actually exploring like how psychologically traumatic it is for these, you know, for the heroes, because they're just kids. And then at the end it gets all fucking weird, where it literally goes into the main character's psyche, and it's okay. I got plenty of Neo Ninja builds, man. Just look at my Neo Ninja Rage Speed build. That's pretty much the best you can do in this game. Where is this last boss? Why does my Orb Boss Finder mod always turn off? What is going on? Apparently our timer is actually at 0 as well. Like, what the heck, man? Okay. There, the objective was completed. Thank you. Gonda is Goose? Yeah, it's called Goosta. I love this mod. Just because Untitled Goose Game. Like, it's so good. Hee. It's not often that Trove gets, like, meme-related objects, you know? Speaking of which... What the... Speaking of which, I want somebody... If somebody's a modder, make this into a fidget spinner. I know it's dated as hell, and nobody actually has that mount, but I still think it would be hilarious. Oh, for crying out loud. This has been happening a lot lately too. Like, because of the lag, the portals aren't creating. It's like so messed up. Trove on the live server is like almost unplayable right now. Save for everybody grinding Leviathans. You're better off with Revenant. What? For what? For tanking? Yeah, sure, but... Oh, it needs to be a Beyblade? I mean, I never really got into Beyblade, but that could be really funny for the memes. A fidget spinner, I think, is more widely known. Sorry, Beyblade. It's true. Nobody gives a fuck about Beyblade. Oh, hey, Elixir. Yeah, I remember you from Twitter, man. Isn't the fidget spinner outdated? Yeah, that's why I said it is. But, I mean, we're talking about Trove here. Like, I'll take any meme. Like, I think there was a knight costume that was Knuckles, and it was pretty hilarious. Didn't last long. But it's like the... I don't mean this to sound as harsh as it will, but for lack of a better way of saying it, the modders on this game at this point, you know, there's not really many new faces you see, and the current modders are pretty try-hard about like making serious stuff, so we don't really see that many meme items get modded. Obviously none of them get into the game anyways, but whoa. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, like, oh, you know, the modders, I hate them or anything. No, they're great. It's just, I want to see more dank stuff. Like, give me a Thomas the Tank Engine, like, costume. There's a mod for the Dread Mount, which is hilarious. It's probably one of the best, like, meme mods we've got in this game. But I would love to have, I'd love to have, like, one of the characters just, like, in clad armor, and he's got, like, you know, he's Thomas the Tank. That'd be so dope. Even if they end up modding, like, the characters so that they're missing their arms or something, just to make it work. Whoops, nothing over there. Goku Vanguard. I'm pretty sure that was actually made, like, a while back. If I'm not mistaken. No, I don't think anyone did for Vanguard. I think it was just for Gunslinger. Which makes sense, because he's, like, shooting ki blasts. But, I mean, Gunslinger's, like, such a scrawny little baby. It's like Pipsqueak on Animal Crossing. He's always talking about getting ripped. I love that guy. He's my best friend. Stronger than me, too. Five Nights at Freddy's costume? Yeah, I could see that, actually. Whoops, this objective isn't done. Yeah, I can see that. Like, there's a lot of costumes that could work with Vanguard as well, because it's one of the only characters that has, like, a full body and animations. What I mean by that is, like, actual arms and elbows, because most characters just have hovering hands. Most of all the older characters, you see as the characters get further and further in development of the game itself, like the more recently released characters have a lot more moving parts. Don't play Tomb Raider. I did play Tomb Raider a long time ago, but isn't that game dead? No, I know you probably mean Tomb Raider, in which case... No, Tomb Raider good, lol. Just on the Delve server, not on live server yet. I should also mention to you guys, if you want to end up helping me out, there is a link down below to Loots. You can literally type out a sponsored message. It'll play a quick ad on the stream. Gives me a couple bucks. It's good for coffee. And then if anyone happens to be new to Trove, there should be a sign up link. No, I don't have that in my descriptions on my streams. That's right. Just in my normal Trove videos, though. I always have it there. I really gotta get in the habit of advertising it. I'm also gonna spam you with ads right now. I'm just gonna keep clicking it until some of you, like 5 of you guys, are gonna see like one YouTube ad, because YouTube's like, we don't want to play ads for people. They just watched ads on another channel. Okay, but how does that help me? We don't give a shit about individual content creators. Screw you. Like, Twitch is just so much better for streaming, but, like, God, that site is just... Oh. It's such a mess. Like, I'm sure you guys saw the recent... Nokia let me know about it. The recent Alinity shit, and just Twitch, like, oh, God. Those guys are such simps running that site. The site itself is fine, other than the fact that it takes like a 50% cut. But Lion King costume on what? Oh no, don't worry, Shadowed. It's so what happened with Alinity was she did like a nip slip, like on purpose, and then I don't know if this is a meme or not, but the official Twitch, like Twitter, tweeted it out censored and like basically supporting it, rather than talking about like it actually, you know, being against terms of service and banning her ass like they should have done a long time ago. But nope. Apparently Nokia was telling me too. I guess he knows all the Twitch gossip, but apparently it's like one of the mods like at Twitch, not just a moderator on like a channel or something. One of the actual like people that works at Twitch is like dating her or some shit. So that's why she gets away with so much, which makes sense. But that's the thing, is it's like, you know, it gets tough to morally support that site of like criminal behavior. Not really criminal, it's not that bad. It's not like they're doing something illegal. I mean, the FBI is probably like at their doorstep. FBI, open up! Tomb Raider build will change after the rework gets to live server. I don't know what you're... What? Tomb Raider's gonna be good, yeah. When he gets to the live server with the recent update on Delves. Can you please... I don't know what happened there. I was trying not to destroy that, but... No! That enemy was trying to eat me. God, I hate the... Oh yeah, I forgot. My origin portals don't work. Oh, this game's a mess. It's so broken lately. Like, I don't know what they did. Oh, when I was fighting Leviathans too, by the way, this Crystal 3 staff right here, it's the first Crystal 3 drop I actually got off of a Leviathan. Just out of nowhere. Thought I'd point that out just so you guys know. Wait, what the? Whoa, Crystal 3 face. Oh my god, you guys. I can't wait to delete it when the Delves update goes live. Just in our heads up, guys, if you end up gaining any Crystal 3s, do not delete them until the Delves update, okay? Because you're going to end up getting more resources for loot collecting when it ends up going... what? My loots? What? Did it mess up? Isn't reconfigured. Okay, I mean, I didn't... God damn it, loots. Like, it messes up so much, this loots thing. And then, like, for half of you guys, it doesn't work ever. Overlays not set up or streaming software is inactive. No, it's literally right here. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, they're all enabled. Here, let me... test overlay, top left. Yeah, it isn't even playing. Did Loots get sued again? No, seriously, like, I don't know. Their whole website seems to be, like, really messing up for me. Like, it's just fetching data, and it's literally just sitting there doing nothing, so Loots is probably just dead. Guys, it's a U10 Leviathan! I really want to kill it, but I don't... I know that the group that's, like, farming for it is not here, so... What's the dev stream? What? Dude, devs don't stream anything on Trove anymore. It was cool when they did, because they'd always show us, like, new stuff, and there was always, like, a new thing to report on, you know? There right now, it's like, I literally have to just go on to not the Delve server, the PTS, and just try it out myself. Try to figure stuff out. What do you recommend for farming Flux? I can do geode caves. Probably still Nitro. It's gonna end up increasing in price when Delves goes live because the Crystal 4. Do I put lifesteal on Shadowhunter? I mean, if you're dying, you can, because you basically just chain gun with the class, so it does actually have a lot of life steal. My opinion on PTS or live? I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. I like this game. That's all I can really say. Like, I don't know what you mean. Is this even a boss? No, it's not. What's your favorite game ever? Apparently Trove, according to hours played. But otherwise, I guess if I had to pick off the top of my head, Grand Theft Auto 5. It's dated as hell now, but I've put so many hours into that game, and it's just fun driving around and shit. Breath of the Wild is probably, in my opinion, like the greatest game ever made. It's like the best open world game, and it's just, oh god, I had so much fun doing that series. I almost didn't want it to end. Some areas are a little gross in it. I've been half considering, like, now that I have a much stronger, my computer's always been strong, but now it's like even more godlike. I can actually run Breath of the Wild on my PC at like steady 60 frames. That's a pretty big deal because the game on Switch only runs at like 28 frames or something like that. Jesus Christ! My god, like, get a grip. I understand rubber banding here and there, but what the hell? Holy shit. Anyways, long story short, what I'm trying to say is that it's actually really difficult to get Breath of the Wild running at 60 FPS. There was actually a new Mario mod for Mario 64 that came out. Those old school fans of you out there are going to, you know, be like, but where somebody ended up modding Mario Odyssey levels and Cappy and everything into Mario 64. So that was pretty cool. I tried it for a little bit, but the controls are just like so jank and clunky. Oh my god. Okay, it actually seems like some... Oh, never mind. I see who's sitting there at that levee. Oh my god. There, we'll just take it nice and slow, okay, gamers? This is the only way we can play. Oh my god, like, look, even the gear is, like, lagging out, too. Like, jeez, dude. Oh my gosh. Temporal time displacement, like, oh my god. I think it's because, yeah, everyone's joining this world because there's a Leviathan somewhere. Not the one that's by me. There's another one. You like FPS games? It depends. Most of all, I like third-person shooters. I like seeing your character. Especially for, like a game like Destiny, it never made sense to me that you can get cosmetic items. Like, there's a couple times you go into third-person, which at least is cool, but... It's like, Destiny never made sense to have cosmetic items when it's a first-person shooter. Mario or Zelda? Honestly, like, I love Mario, don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite franchise. Zelda on top of Mario, with Breath of the Wild being like absolutely phenomenal, one of my favorite games of all time, and then the Metroid franchise. There's just something about the Metroid universe and how dark and evil it is, and like all the weird aliens and stuff. Like, it's like, I love it. I can't wait for them to end up coming up and actually like talking about the next Metroid Prime. Like, just give it to me already. And give me Breath of the Wild 2. And then I don't need any more games. Play Warzone? What? Oh, Call of Duty Warzone. With viewers? Oh yeah, because I'll be able to play with like 2 of you guys half an hour at a time. Yeah. Destiny or Warframe. Honestly, those games are fairly similar. I know that that'll like tilt people, but what I mean is the progression is very similar in those games. In terms of like grinding for rares. You know, it's like you're trying to get these items just for the sake of getting them. Like in Destiny, I definitely prefer Destiny, but I've put more time into Warframe because it's a third-person game. Oh my god. And I like seeing my character more so than playing a first-person shooter. But gameplay-wise, I love Destiny. It's really good. It's just, I don't give a shit about, like, grinding for exotics and crap. It's just the most boring gameplay ever. Like, it was fun at first, but that's the thing. It's like, I approach both of those games the exact same, where it's like, as soon as I got all of the rare items that I wanted, I just stopped playing. Like, I'm not interested anymore. It's awful. No, what was it? Oh god, what was it? I thought about it earlier. I thought it was a pretty funny like meme, but I completely forget what it is, so bear with me. But it's like, you know, players wondering why the Trove server like doesn't actually work, no, it's like what was it? It's like the developers going through all this trouble to make the delves work and everything, and then it shows like the Trove, like, haha, Trove servers go like, you guys know that meme where it's just the 2 faces. Later, Ghost. And later, anybody else that I missed. I'm sure there's plenty of you guys. I'm sorry, I'm not paying 100% attention to chat, but... Ah, yes, Shadow Cookie. Do it, and then throw it in meme chat. Play DBZ Kakarot. Ah, no, man. Like, I thought I'd go back to it, but... To me, Dragon Ball, like... I never really cared for the Cell Saga as much. Like, Frieza and Goku going Super Saiyan, it felt like that was the end for the anime. And then I kept watching it, obviously, but I didn't really, like... I kept waiting for it to get better again, and it was just like copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Oh, here's the androids. Here's Cell multiple forms. Like, Frieza already had multiple forms. So that's why, like, when I beat Frieza, it was kind of like, all right, I'm done. Like, I don't want to play anymore. Is Trove too repetitive in your opinion? Dude, repetitive gameplay is not a problem for me. It's just how it's delivered. You know? Like, I don't know. I can't really say what the formula is for Trove and why I still find this game so interesting. I think it's because, obviously, we have, like, a killer community. You guys are awesome. But most of all, you think about, like, you know, say what you will about the game. Complain about what you want to complain about. There is no other game out there that has... my voice is breaking. There's no other game out there that has, like, this kind of fast-paced, like, gameplay. Like, this is kind of like... It kind of plays like a first-person shooter like Quake or something, but then it's a third-person game, and it's an MMO. And it's all voxel, you know? Like, the closest we get is maybe, you know, people talking about a game like Black Desert, but that game's not really like this. That game's kind of like Devil May Cry, except fighting enemies is kind of pointless. That's why I don't really like it. I mean, fighting enemies in Trove is pretty pointless as well, but when you're hitting enemies, it just, I don't know, it's just satisfying, you know? Like, it's like a beat-em-up game, but an MMO, and we can actually, like, all play together. Like, it's just, I just want more. I want more games like this. Like, even Hytale, which I'm extremely excited about. I mean, who isn't? But even Hytale, it's not going to be this fast action. It's going to be more of a slower, just kind of exploring experience. That's actually why I've been so into Minecraft Dungeons. Obviously, I haven't played Minecraft Dungeons in weeks, guys. I just have, like, stocked up videos. Because... Not because the game's not interesting anymore or anything, but just because we pretty much did all of the content you can do in the closed beta. But hot damn, that game is good. It's a good dungeon crawler in general, and then the fact that the end game is literally just movement speed builds, like, it's like, hello? That's what I like in video games. If you can manipulate your character's attack speed and your movement speed, then I'm all for it. Like, if that's a stat, then it's good. Whoa, it's D. I thought you were dead. I'm pretty sure everyone thought you were dead because you just, like, went AFK in Super Admin and never came back. We should beat Remnant. Try Dota 2. No, thank you. I don't care. The closest I'll get to a MOBA game was Smite. I played the crap out of that, but I suck at it, so I don't like competitive, and I play against bots. And obviously nobody wants to see that in videos, but I still enjoyed the hell out of it. Especially, what was the era game too? Heroes of the Storm. I really liked that game, actually. It's just very casual MOBA game, and that's what I liked so much about it. And, you know, you're not just... Rounds don't take, like, 50 minutes. Like, it's gotta be quick, gratifying gameplay for me. Would you try CSGO? No, I had a friend years ago who was actually really, really good at CSGO, and I loved watching him, but I can't stand playing a game like that myself. It's weird, like, PvP, I don't do very well. I don't know why. I just get, like, really nervous when I'm fighting against other people. And I have to dedicate, like, a lot of time to kind of get rid of that. Like, even if I'm playing Call of Duty, it's like... The first round, I'm just terrible because my hands are all clammy and I'm just all shaky and my shot sucks and stuff. And then after like a round or two, then I'm good. Then I'm fine. And then I'm just playing the game. But it's like, you got to have that amount of time to start playing it. Like, I can't just pick up, play, do a round, move on. Trials of Osiris? What? Oh, ew. I'm pretty sure I already did, didn't I? Don't Starve. No, that's way too slow for me. I mean, I say that and then I'm in love with Animal Crossing. But most of all, it's just because of how casual that game is. Like, it's not hard. It's just... Everything about it is kind of time-gated and it just works, you know? You kind of just mess around. Not to mention, it's just been a lot of fun. Like, it's such a casual game that I can play alongside Mariko. And it's just been so fun. If you played Trials. Oh, are you talking about the Ubisoft game Trials, where you're on the motorbike? That's what I think of when you say Trials. Try Rocket League? No, I'm sorry. Rocket League is boring as hell to me. I can't justify spending like $20 for a game that is like that doesn't have multiple gameplay options. Is Trials of Osiris not the campaign? Just the Osiris campaign? Is that something different? Because that would explain it. I did the campaign, that's it. Would you watch Rocket League Pros? No, I don't really find the game to be very interesting. Not for me, anyways. I'd rather just play Mario Kart, and whoo boy, we played that game like crazy back in the day. That was a fun one for playing with viewers. Because you could just literally have a whole party fill up and everything. Did you ever play Destiny 2? Dude, I literally have like a huge series on Destiny 2. I just stopped playing it, that's all. And as for Minecraft, I don't know. I don't like vanilla Minecraft, so it depends. You guys are literally asking me, like, Overwatch, Minecraft, Brawlhalla, Smash Bros. I have series on all of them. Except for Brawlhalla. I did like one episode and I was like, this is boring. I don't get it. I don't find Brawlhalla to be fun. And Smash Bros, I mean, in all honesty, I played the crap out of that game just myself over, like, we had a whole bunch of people over for, like, a big Christmas party, and we were just grinding that game like crazy. It was so fun unlocking all the characters. Yee. Fortnite is boring, I'm sorry. Dungeon Defenders, no. I've tried it, it's boring. Like, I'm very specific with the type of games that I enjoy, guys. It's weird. Because it's like I'm sitting here talking about how I like high-action games, and then I loved Final Fantasy VII Remake. Obviously, it's got a lot of nostalgic value for me, though, but I tried TF2. I tried to get into it. It's too toxic. Otherwise, I would love to play that game just for fun, like, just for shits and giggles, but I also had a Spiral Knights series, and then the game got boring, unfortunately. It got too grindy, dude. I do have an Uncharted 4 series, and Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 Remastered were free on PlayStation, so maybe sometime in the future we could end up doing a series of that. Because I love the Uncharted games. But most of all, I've already watched, like, so many playthroughs of them that I don't know if I care to play through it myself. But I love TF2, just turn off the audio. No, I mean, more so I mean like the competitive like players that you run into, you know, like I'm just trying to do stupid, dumb stuff. And then you got like all these tryhards just wrecking you over and over and talking smack about it. And it's just like, okay, this isn't the competitive game mode, so I don't know what you're doing here, but what is going on? Oh, there it is over here. I had my fun with TF2 already. Like, that's the thing, is I can only really play certain games for so long before I just don't find them fun anymore. Trove is the weird exception, where I just still enjoy it. But I still take breaks from it from time to time. Like, it depends. Oh god, we're almost out of pots. The one time I notice. Give me the items. No! Stay away from me! Oh god. Yoink. We almost got all our tomes done at least. I don't know if we'll get all of these tomes done. It's just... Is this origin portal actually here? No, it's not. Great. Play Maple Story. Dude, did you not hear? Maple Story 2 is like dead. Their servers are coming offline if they haven't already. No, you can't export your PS4 account to PC. That's not how it works. The big games that I'm waiting for, guys, like I already know what I like, okay? I'm not really looking for suggestions. Thank you, guys, but I'm not looking at anything right now. I'm content with Animal Crossing and Resident Evil as my side games right now. Minecraft Dungeons comes out in May. Oh, what else? There's something else that comes out around that time as well. I'm sorry, I don't really remember off the top of my head. But I've already got, like, the games that I want to play on my list. Oh, Phantasy Star. Yeah, thanks, Stratus. That's the other big one. I don't know why I don't remember that. Phantasy Star 2 had its full release. Like, it came out of beta on Xbox, and then in May, it's finally going to come to PC. And don't worry if you guys are sitting there going, but I want to play it and I'm on PS4. You can literally run that game on a toaster. Like, you can run it on the crappiest computer known to man. That game is from, like, 2011. So just plug in your PlayStation controller. There you go. Problem solved. You're welcome. Mastery 500 opinion. I mean, personally, I thought that they should have limited the cap of stats to Mastery 300. I thought that would have been better, but when I put out a vote, everybody voted on 500 Mastery, so there's not really any reason for me to say anything anymore. It's majority rules, you know? Like, if that's what the majority of players want, then I can't complain about it. For those of you guys that don't know the context, they're changing it so that when you level up in Mastery, normally you end up getting power rank and stats and stuff like that. And it just keeps going currently, but when the Delves update goes live, the stats are limited to Mastery 500, and then anything further than that, you get, like, I don't know, you get some stuff, but you don't get, like, any stats. And I thought having it at Mastery 300 would have been nice because it means that the game is extremely accessible to new players, because, you know, getting Mastery 300 is difficult, but at least you don't have to, like, specifically go for, like, every item in the game or anything. It's like you can very easily just get the items that you want, and you'll probably end up with Mastery 300. To get Mastery 500, though, you need quite a bit, but the majority of people are like, that's unfair, you know. Which makes sense. I mean, I have a pretty warped perspective of it just because I don't really care at this point. Like, I've been playing this game for so long, it's like it doesn't really bother me either way. Oh yeah, and then there's also, I know there's the new Terraria update coming out. I've seen you guys talking about it, which, I don't know. It's like, it's a big update and it adds a lot of content, but it doesn't really add anything in terms of just beating the game again. Like, it would play out the exact same way. So I don't know if I have that strong a desire to end up doing a Terraria series. Maybe if I could do like a multiplayer series with a couple of the guys, that could be cool. But Terraria generally, like, I had a really good time when I did my Terraria series back in the day, but you wouldn't believe the amount of grinding I did off camera just to get, like, basic resources and shit. And it's like, I don't care about doing that again. And Terraria with mods, I actually find less exciting than the vanilla game, oddly enough. It just kind of adds, like, more, you know? It doesn't really make the gameplay any better. I had a modded series of Terraria for a little bit, and then I got bored. And then I just canceled it. God, I remember back in the day, like, I would not allow myself to do stuff like that. There is literally an invisible enemy here. But back in the day, like, if I started a game, I had to make damn sure I enjoyed it. Because even if I didn't enjoy it, I would force myself to play through it. BioShock Infinite is a prime example. God, all I did in that Let's Play series was just rip on the game. Like, I hated it so much. I found the story to be so pretentious and stupid, and the gameplay, like the minute-by-minute gameplay, was just so scripted and bullshit. Like, I just... Nothing against the people that enjoyed that game, you know, obviously, but for me, I just hated that game, but I forced myself through it. And that's what I used to do, you know? Because I thought it was about, like, staying committed to projects. Arguably, that might be what happened with Trove at the start, is I kind of forced myself to play it even when I didn't want to play it anymore. And then it just kind of got to the point where I'm just numb to it, you know? It's like, I just play it. There's not really anything in particular that I hate about this game, and there's quite a few things that I do enjoy about it. Mostly the man-to-man gameplay is just fun. Iceborne DLC in the future? Dude, I couldn't even get into Monster Hunter, like, the base game, let alone, like, the DLC. It's too grindy. Like, you know, I'm fine with grindy and repeating shit, but it's like very specific. I can't put my finger on it, and I can't tell you guys what it is specifically. Dauntless is actually a prime example where I really enjoyed that game and I was having a lot of fun with it, and then out of nowhere you get to Riftstalker where the gameplay is just not fun anymore and it becomes very grindy, and then everybody I knew quit around that boss. You know, like Joe, me, Stratus, I think Merc was playing it at the time, I'm not sure. He's been busy with real life stuff, but we all stopped playing it around Riftstalker because it just gets so boring. If you get through it, okay, cool. You can get some really cool cosmetic items that look cool, but eh. No, that's why I mean Shadow Cookie. Like, I know that it doesn't make sense for me to say that I'm getting bored of the grind when I'm literally playing Trove, which is one of the grindiest games ever. But the gameplay itself I enjoy. It's like... Let me put it to you this way. When I'm playing a game like Monster Hunter and how slow-paced it is, I can't help but think how much time is wasted with attack animations and hunting for the creature and stuff like that. Like, I think in terms of, okay, if I put 3,000 hours into a game like Monster Hunter, how much of that time is non-gameplay? You know what I mean? Like with Trove, I'm constantly in charge of my character. And I'm already just doing dungeons over and over and over again. It's like, at least it's like right then and there. I know that might not make that much sense, but I hope that this is actually making some sense. Okay, I'm not touching this dungeon. Like, so long as it's something that is just immediately gratifying and nice and quick and fast-paced enough. And then I say that, and I've been loving Animal Crossing, and it's one of the slowest, most chill games I've ever played. But the man-to-man gameplay is really fun. It's kind of like, you know... Animal Crossing reminds me of, like, a farming sim mixed with an idle phone game. That's the best way that I could describe it, I think. Oh, you did the meme, Shadow Cookie? Nice. Good, I want to see that in the Discord. If I can eventually as well, I want to do more of the Laugh You Lose videos and the meme videos. Those are videos that I would love to do more regularly. It just takes so long to edit them that I just don't do them very often. Oh, hey, look, a U10 boss. Whoa, Leviathan. Ooh. How many more tomes do we got, by the way? Ugh. Still got quite a few, so I might... we might call this stream pretty soon, guys. Just because I can feel it's been... Yep. I didn't even look at the timer, and I could feel it's already been, like, close to an hour, just because... Generally, I can only stream for, like, an hour on Trove before I start thinking, like, I don't want to play anymore. The lag hasn't been as bad today. Believe it or not, this is not as bad as it has been. I know that doesn't make sense, but... Have you played Doom? Yeah, I had a series on Doom 2016. I was going to do a series on Doom Eternal. Instead, I just ended up uploading 2 streams of me just beating the game pretty much all in one sitting. I tried splicing those videos together into one, like, 10-hour video, which was the entire game from front to back. But YouTube wouldn't let me upload it. It was like, this video's too big or some shit. There was just some weird issue where YouTube just never let me upload it. So instead, I just uploaded the 2 separate streams. Later, Glenn. I have literally responded to Shadow Cookie multiple times, JN, but the fact that you're ignoring me, I mean, that's just insulting, dude. Play Path of Exile. I did back in the day. I don't care to play it again. Good game. I might pick up Path of Exile again when the 2.0 update comes out. Maybe then I'll do it. But I don't have the strongest desire. I'm actually really excited about Diablo 4. Like, that one's gonna be pretty dope. But as far as a dungeon crawling Diablo type game, those games don't really do very well on the channel. As opposed to, you know, I'm very happy that so many of you guys have been into Minecraft Dungeons, because it's like... actually like a fun game rather than just looking pretty. Kind of reminds me of River Bond. You guys remember that series? That game was really fun. It was so good, but it didn't have any RPG elements to it. That's what Minecraft Dungeons really reminds me of, is it delivers the same experience, but with RPG stuff going for it. And that's what I really like about it. Glyph is buying a new server for Trove. Confirmed. Totally. I have no idea what that even means. Do you like rogues? I love roguelike games, I do, but I don't really like, I have a very hard time recording those types of games because it's like, what am I gonna do? Here's an episode where we died. Okay, here's the same episode again where we're starting from the beginning. Like, I don't know. It seems like after a while you'd have to just cut out the first few floors, and then, you know, it's like, oh, I only got to floor 5, rip. So it's like, I'll just scrap this video. I don't like Binding of Isaac. I never cared for the whole poop thing, but I do like roguelikes very much. Dead Cells was great. I had a really good time with that. Fliff. God, dude, I remember that back in the day. Fly for free, like, for crying out loud. Oh, that game was so grindy, though. Damn, dude. Have you played any Dark Souls? Yeah, I have a Dark Souls 3 series. I love Dark Souls 3. Played Dark Souls 1, didn't care for it. I've seen enough on Dark Souls 2 to know it's super duper janky. But I love watching speedruns on the Dark Souls games most of all. Did you see that? We killed like over 36 enemies and then the objective got complete. I love it. This game is awesome. Oh, I saw somebody else say about Overwatch as well, which I did have an Overwatch series. I really enjoyed that game at the beginning, and then they added too many characters, and then it just got too complicated, and I don't care anymore. And Overwatch 2, we'll say, right? No thanks. Have you made an Undertale series? I did do a couple Undertale episodes, and it was actually a game that was right up my alley. The humor was stupendous, and I loved giving voices to all the characters and stuff like that. But I didn't know that that game stayed like that and was kind of a joke on RPGs. I thought that it was going to end up becoming a grindfest and just a normal generic RPG, so I ended up quitting. Joke's on me. Because apparently it never gets grindy. The fights are all literally just comedic jokes, and you either kill all the characters or don't kill all the characters for different endings, and you know. It's too late to play Undertale now anyways. Plus there was Deltarune already like came and went. Did that fully release Deltarune? I know there was a demo that a lot of people played, but I remember at the time, like, I was thinking, oh, Deltarune looks kind of fun, but it has swearing. How much has changed? Subnautica? No. There's multiple reasons why I don't want to start a Subnautica series. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. First of all, there is way too much grinding in that game. Like, you see when PewDiePie's doing his Subnautica videos, and I hope to God he actually completes that game, because I love his bite-sized videos where he cuts out all of the grinding and stuff. As opposed to, like, I watched Markiplier play through it, and cool. I don't like all the grinding. Like, it's so boring. Grind 50,000 of the same resource just so you can end up getting this. Anyways, the big reason why I don't want to play it is because I actually have like weird fears of like murky water and the oceans and unknown creatures. Like, it's like, that game is a horror game to me. Also, even though I say over and over how I love horror games in VR, Subnautica does have it tacked on VR, but it's not really VR. So, just to cover all bases and say no. Yeah, I guess it kind of is a horror game, but for me more so than most, because I just, I don't know what that fear is. Like, I don't know what it is specifically, but I can't stand, like, creatures in the ocean. Like, it just, freaks me out, man. Just watch my, where I'm playing GTA in VR. Beat Saber, I already have planned. I am going to do some Beat Saber videos for you guys, but my face cam right now is very, very closed in and focused on just this area, and that's it, right? So I have one of those immersive, like I have it set up so I can do the immersive reality in Beat Saber, where basically you'll see me standing in the Beat Saber world and swinging the lightsabers in my physical hands. I have that all set up, but this face cam in particular isn't a wide enough shot. So I do actually have this GoPro camera, which apparently is perfect for it, but it doesn't have an HDMI out. So I've already ordered an accessory that has shipped that literally attaches over this thing and then has an HDMI out. And then I can start doing some Beat Saber videos. I don't know if I'll do more than one video, honestly speaking. I'll probably just do like maybe one, and if it's popular enough and you guys want more, but it's like, it's a rhythm game. Like, what am I gonna do? Commentate? You're trying to listen to the music. And even then, all I can really do is play the meme songs. I can't play the Witcher song, which is actually extremely hype in Beat Saber, but I can't play it because it's licensed music. So thanks, CJ. Really appreciate it, man. Means a lot. Yeah, it's the one thing that I've always, one of the biggest things that I've always wanted to keep with doing YouTube is just, you know, be yourself, be integral, stay strong to your values, even if people disagree with them. Like, I'm a person. Not to get all high and mighty on myself, like Jesus. That came out wrong. You guys know what I mean. Right out loud. How much light is recommended to get Crystal 3 gear? How much light is recommended? Well, do you have enough that you can handle U10? That, like, what do you mean? It's not like you need a specific light value in order to get Crystal 3 drops or something. I like how I said I wasn't going to finish all these tomes, but we're actually almost done with our last one, so may as well. Thanks, CJ. Yeah, I really like the RE3 series. It's stressful as hell, but those are some of my favorite series to record. Like, it's like, even afterwards, I watch them. It's not often that I watch my own videos, but the Resident Evil videos are so much fun. Resident Evil 4 is getting a remaster rework with the new game engine, guys. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for that. Seriously. Resident Evil 2 is one of my favorite, like, series and games recently. Like, seriously. The update hit? What update? You mean Delves? No. We're just on live server screwing around in U10, man. I don't know why. Like, what do you mean? Otherwise, we'd be in the Delves caves. Yep, CJ, it's true. They've confirmed it. So I'm extremely excited for that. Because I never really played Resident Evil 4. But I knew, like, I've watched speedruns of it and stuff, and that game already is just amazing. I can't wait for, like, full-on, like, with their new beautiful graphics and everything like that. The crocodile boss, like, oof. That's gonna be so scary, dude. I can't wait. Are you max mastery? Not maximum, but I pretty much have everything. Save for a couple badges and maybe, like, some of the harder to get mounts. I don't know. I have all the Leviathan mounts now. They finally were cheap enough. But that's not really saying much because those mounts are disgusting. What's the best subclass for Shadowhunter? I don't know, man. Honestly, my perspective's pretty warped on that. I already have, like, older videos that talk about subclassing. Because for the most part, you just use Lunar Lancer if you just want, like, extra damage and stuff. But I always just use the Knight subclass ability for pretty much everything, just because the movement speed you get on your mount. And when the new Delves update goes live and we can actually get 35k PR we're gonna get even more movement speed on our mounts. Heck yeah, gamer. What's the time? For me, it's 6:30 in the morning, which means I am an hour and a half late to checking on my house in Animal Crossing. It's such a good game, dude. Seriously. I've been having so much fun with it. I'm trying to convince like a lot of people I know in real life to get it too, but obviously the Switch is sold out like everywhere, and these dumbass scalpers are buying the game and reselling it like $300 more expensive. But anyways, if they can get their hands on it, like my cousin really wants to get a Switch just for Animal Crossing, and I just want more. The more the merrier, man, because then I can just send them stuff. Like, it's so fun. How are you so powerful? 5 years. That's how. Oh god, more invisible enemies. Ah, they're killing me, you guys. No. Stop. Oh god. Look at this. Look at this. It's like a giant bird's nest. I'd love to see some dungeons that are like, I don't know, inspired from other games. Like Hat in Time had some great levels that I think could be Trove dungeons. You're a YouTuber, so you can buy a Switch for them. Dude, I'm like, I wish, okay? Tell all your friends, tell everybody you know to start watching my videos. Better yet, guys, watch videos other than my Trove stuff, and then maybe I'll end up being like an actual, like, big-time YouTuber. Don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with the fact that I can just play games for a living. But obviously, you know, most of that is just from Trove because, you know, we've got 5 years worth of videos and tutorials on like everything that there is about this game. But I'm not like rich by any means. I'm pretty much just making the same as a full-time job out here in Canada. So, no getting extra Switches for everybody. Otherwise, I did consider it. If I was rolling in the money, then I would definitely, no question, I would buy them Switches and Animal Crossing. Just because I want to play it with more people. But, no. I'm not like, it's not like PewDiePie where, like you see his Animal Crossing video and he just, I love how he so casually just mentions how like, yeah, I had a Switch Lite. I didn't realize I couldn't record it, so I went out and bought a normal Switch so I could record it, and I'm on my guest account. It's like he doesn't even like pay any attention to the fact that he literally just put down like $600 just for one video. Like, man alive. Oh my god. Any Magic Find? What? I'm guessing someone's asking about Crystal 3 Magic Find drops. So you can get Crystal 3 without any Magic Find, obviously. But more Magic Find, obviously, is going to help. It's just how the game works. Like, there's no specific amount of Magic Find needed. I wonder about Crystal 4. I haven't heard back from the devs. Like, it's been like over a week. I haven't heard back from the devs any of the stuff that I wanted to know about Crystal 4. So I can't confirm if you need like any amount of Magic Find to have Crystal 4 drop, but at least we know it can drop in U10 delves. And that was just from player confirmation rather than, or no, I keep saying player confirmation. No, it was actually a dev that confirmed it, just not one of my contacts. Alright guys, I'm trying to be clear about it, but can I get Crystal 2 and 3 out of Uber 8? No, Uber 8 is Crystal 1 exclusive. Uber 9, Crystal 1 and 2, and then Uber 10, 1, 2, and 3. We got one more dungeon to go, boys. And it looks like there's a 5-star over here. Can you use your Neon Ninja for a bit? No, it's not that simple, dude. I only have like a certain amount of sets of gems. Like perfect gems. So I would literally have to swap all of my gems to my Neon Ninja, which is why I don't really do it. Do you know that people still play Spiral Knights? I'm not surprised. I mean, it's a good game. Still holds up today as being like dated as hell, but it was a good game. Like, I really enjoyed it while I played it, but I basically got to the point where I needed to do like the end game grinding stuff. Oh, we still got one more tome. And it just wasn't as appealing to me. Like, I liked the fact that I could solo everything in Spiral Knights. And then suddenly it was like, you can't solo anymore. And it's like, okay, I don't want to play anymore. Which dungeon is this? Oh, it's the crap one. Who cares? I don't need to complete our last home. How often do you stream? I was streaming very often. I haven't been able to. I just frankly haven't had the time. Because obviously we're sitting here and, you know, this is over an hour of my time just for this one video that is ultimately going to have to wait to process, and then I can upload it. Like, it's just, as opposed to just recording like a quick 10-20 minute video. That's why I haven't been streaming as much. And I just kind of, I don't know, like, when I play a single player experience that I really get into, like with that, what I did with the Final Fantasy VII remake, like, I played that game so much, dude. It was so fun, such a good time from front to back. And then after I was done with it, I was just so burnt out that I kind of took a break from doing like streaming and stuff. That's where, thankfully, I had a lot of Minecraft dungeon videos stocked up, so I can have those go up when I don't have a Trove video, you know. You should do a full series of Resident Evil games in a row. What do you mean, DJ? I don't care to play any of the other ones. Like, RE2 got the whole remake, and I loved that game, played through it. Didn't care to play through the second time with Claire. RE3, obviously, that's going to be done soon. And then when RE4 comes out, I'll definitely do a series on that as well. But I do not care to play, like, all the other Resident Evil games, because most of those are old and crappy. Anyways, let's open all these up. If you guys have any more like last minute questions before we call this stream, because we're kind of wrapping up here. Resident Evil 5. Yeah, I never really got into that. I don't even, oh god, there's so many Resident Evil games, guys, it's not even funny. Yes, thank you, Jen. He can invite you to Team Pixel if you guys put your username. Oh yeah, we got this face right. Boop, 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 boop. Very soon I need to do an unboxing of just adventure boxes, because I've got so many, dude. Are superior focuses worth it, or is it better to spend 50k on Hearts of Darkness and get the other one? I'd say it's better to get the cheaper ones. The bronze ones, obviously, are more cost effective just because of the resources involved. But the fact that Bound Brilliance is a time-gated resource now means that getting the silver and gold augments is worth it. If you can, get them, because they will end up helping in the long run. Just because that resource, you know, Bound Brilliance is just so hard to get now. But when will the next Resident Evil 3? If I have time, I'll try to record that today, but we'll see. Otherwise, for today's videos, it's going to be more than likely this Trove stream going up once it's finished processing. And then another Animal Crossing video. And then tomorrow might be Minecraft Dungeons and some other game. I'm not exactly sure. I want to bring back the Windcraft series as well. But I kind of want to play Minecraft with shaders. Which means we're not getting like full 60 FPS. But it looks beautiful, so to me. And now it's just people asking for invites. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Smash like, sub for more if you haven't already. But I mean, come on, of course you have. That's why you're here to the stream in general. Otherwise, love you all to death. Buy the merch you want, support the channel, and have yourselves a fantastic day on me. Sayonara and stay epic, gamers.